Funerals actually take a lot more planning than I expected. With us using island cuisine for the first time, of course we were iffy, but once they came and showed us their service, their food, we tasted their food and everything, we definitely use them again because their service and food is just awesome.
I'll ride with the horses, I'll swim through the sea, I'll climb to the mountain tops, won't you come follow me? I'll take time to notice all that I see, and after I've come so far, you know where I'll be. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. But life is a vision, that's how it should be. The world is a canvas, and the choices are free. At the end of the journey, where all is complete, they'll all wonder where I've gone, but you know where I'll be. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. Our dreams last forever, for all that we know. The roads come together, and that's where we'll go.
The pompous
and elite wish we go away.
because we are
real and direct.
no interest owns us.
And we have no interest but the truth.
Together we are exposing
Corruption.
Together we will reform criminal justice.
Together.
We are fighting violence
Against women and children.
We here at
Kandit.
Will shine the light on every corner of darkness.
Together we are giving a voice
To the voiceless.
and forgotten.
Stay lit.
Together.
Together,
Together.
together,
Together
We are giving our voice to the voiceless and forgotten.
We are Kandit News Group.
Guam Legislature is in session, and do you have your alcohol ready? So this may or may not be raspberry Lipton spiked with vodka. It's not, because I'm not that fun anymore. But if you do have your alcohol ready, now would be a good time to get it out for our Kandit shot game when the Guam Legislature is, whenever the Guam Legislature is in session, because they're bound to do stupid things for which we take a shot every time they do. Now, the senators right now are discussing Senator Kelly March Taitano's absentee bill, right? It's the
It's the 330-35.
Yeah, the absentee voting bill. And we weren't actually watching this session until a bunch of people called us up and they were like, you guys need to run it. You guys need to run it. I'm like, okay, so we stopped everything we're doing so we can join in the stupidity. Apparently, Senator Amanda Shelton made a motion.
Oh, they're arguing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in a recess?
Again.
Take a shot. They just recessed. While we hadn't even put them on yet, they already recessed. So Senator Amanda Shelton made a motion to amend Kelly March Taisano's absentee bill, her absentee voting bill, which would allow, like, I don't know, it would expand absentee voting or something. Or it'll allow more people to vote by absentee ballot because of COVID-19. So Amanda Shelton made a motion to create these voting centers. Anna Maria Pangilinan, the Election Commission president, came in and said, that's going to cost $1.2 million, and we're going to need a lot of time in order to set that up. So basically, creating this more cumbersome, more exhaustive process for the Election Commission, which is already in an entanglement. I used that word. Already in an entanglement, trying to catch up with the work it needs to do to prepare for the elections through no fault of their own. It's just because, COVID or Wuhan or whatever you want to call it. So let's cast to the legislature what's going on there now.
I think they're in a break.
Are they? Who's arguing? There's Will Castro, who shouldn't even be a part of the discussions because he has... Oh, wait. We're not talking about the primary bill anymore, right? Okay, never mind. He can be there. Therese Terlahi is talking with Amanda Shelton. Kelly Taisano's there. Joseph Augustine was the person who was leading the committee of the whole on this thing. Looks like there's a huddle among Tello, Louise, and Jim. Mary Torres is by herself. All right, so I was cued in to bring you guys back to the beginning of Maria Pangalinan's testimony. And so go ahead and cast to my screen now. And let's see what this is all about with Maria Pangilinan.
Thank you, Sergeant Arms. I'll now ask, we'll open the questions, unless, Senator Amanda, would you like to recite your amendments so that we know specifically what the questions will be asked of the panel? And I'd like to also recognize the panel members. If you could please identify yourself, ma'am, starting with you, the Executive Director.
Hi, si Maria Pangilinan, Director Election Commission Guahan. To my right is Legal Counsel Vince Camacho, Legal Counsel for Guam Election Commission. And to the left of the Honorable Senator is, not Senator, but his name is Mr. Tom San Agustin as well. Sidus Masi.
Thank you. Senator Amanda, if you would just
Sidus Masi, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the Election Commission for being here today. The amendment is on line 11, page 2 of the bill, to amend Section 2 to read, Section 2, permitting absentee voting for all qualified voters, notwithstanding 3 GCA Section 10101. Any qualified voter of Guam may vote in the 2020 primary and general elections during the 30-day in-office absentee voting period as provided for in 3 GCA Section 10107. And then to add, notwithstanding the Administrative Adjudication Law 5 GCA Chapter 9 and Guam Procurement Law 5 GCA Chapter 5, the Guam Election Commission may expand in-office voting for the 2020 general election to prevent large congregations by creating satellite voting centers in no less than 3 voting districts no later than 30 calendar days before the 2020 general election date.
Thank you, Senator Shelton. I'd ask the members, you'll be allowed 2 rounds of questions, no more than 5 minutes, not including the response. Do I have any of my colleagues that would like to pose a question to the panel? And I think we started out with Senator Therese or Senator Sabina. Do you have any questions, Senator Sabina? None? Senator Therese, do you have any question for the panel?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chair. First question would be, is there any, if we were going to try to implement voting centers prior to the general election in November, do we need to waive the procurement law in order for you to obtain these centers, these locations?
Senator, we don't know what's available. So depending on what's available, we don't know which procurement process we may need to use.
Right now, do you procure voting centers, or are you able to use the schools, for example, for free?
As far as I can see, Senator, I think the schools are going to go in session for the general, during the general. So if they're available, that may be an option.
But your regular voting centers for the general election are at the schools, right?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, where are they? I mean the voting booths, not the new voting centers. Your voting places.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
On election day,
yes,
the polling sites will still be at the schools.
Okay, but for a voting center, you would need, according to this amendment, a 30-day lease or something, a building available for 30 days straight.
Yes.
And you're not sure whether you would need. You can't follow the regular procurement code in order to obtain that?
We don't know. I don't even know what the cost would be to rent a space for about 30 days.
All right. No, my question is whether we need to waive the procurement law, or can you follow the procurement law in order to obtain whatever space you determine is available at that time?
One of the driving forces with the timing is dependent on how much it's going to cost, about how much roughly it's going to cost. So I know how much it's going to cost for an annual lease, but I don't know how much it's going to cost for a month lease. And if it's under $15,000, we just go out and get 3 quotes.
How come she's saying the voting booths?
All right.
At the
And would you be able to do that before November?
Remember, it's a holiday.
Thank you for that question, Senator.
Right, for the kids.
The timeline as it stands right now to include a primary election gives the election commission exactly 4 days from the certification of the primary election to mailing out UOCAVA ballots. The strict answer is no.
Maybe I just misunderstood.
All right. You had discussed voting centers as an idea that has been used in other places to disperse the one-site crowds, right?
Okay, so clearly this idea by Senator Amanda Shelton was just something, what do you call it when you toss something into the dark? What? A brain fart? Well, if Amanda Shelton had a brain fart, that's kind of dangerous. So it wasn't very well thought through. This is what, let's see. How long was this? This is almost a 2-hour discussion that happened where senators are going back and forth about this stupid idea that Amanda Shelton had. It finally got withdrawn, the Amanda Shelton amendment. No, I'm not kidding. I don't even know how many recesses later that it took. But let's go. The legislature just gavelled back into session. Can we cast to that now? Yes. Are you on it? They're gone. Oh, they're gone? So they went into session, then they went out of session? This was just like 3 minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
Wow. These
I
guys
thought they were
are-
going to vote. They said move it to a voting file.
I don't know. I heard the speaker, when it was gavelled back in, say, Senator Therese Terlahi, you have the floor now. I don't know if they went into, another recess or something?
No, it looks like,
I don't know what's going on with the Guam legislature, but this was supposed to be one of those simpler bills. But we're also getting information that, and let me try to confirm it. What we do know is that 3 senators are not even there for this emergency session. Senator Pito Terlahi, Senator Talina Nelson, and Senator Regine Bisco Lee. As for the reason that they are not there, before I say that, let me just get a confirmation. And I have no idea how important this bill is, to be honest with you. It just seemed like a simple thing, like allow more people to vote absentee. Like, it just seems simple. I have no idea why it's taking this long. They're done? They're recessed or they're adjourned? Have they even figured out the primary election bill? Because they'll probably recess till tomorrow. Well, I don't know. They have to let the election commission know something, because I think they had to mail stuff out yesterday, right?
Maybe they're like, hey, cancel. Never mind all these days of this. Just cancel. Let's just
cancel the Guam legislature. No, let's not forget. 2 p.m. tomorrow. They can't. How come the legislature? Guys ever wonder why the legislature never starts at 8 a.m. like the rest of the workforce of Guam?
the same reason why Kandit doesn't start at 8 a.m.
Well, I'm awake at 5:40 a.m.
Yes.
But I'm listening to the news. When news comes, I don't go to the matais. No, I'm working. I'm just not in the office until I was gonna lie and say 9:30.
Gina Paul said Therese, Senator Terlahi objected, and the speaker said she could not object.
Why can't she object? That's their right to object. I don't even understand. Gina says, full of it, bully. I think she's talking about the speaker, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Bill Nault says, idea. How about dividing the voting days into 2 to 3 days and divide by the voters' names so it is divided into 3 days and a third of the crowd for the bigger villages and for the smaller ones.
You know why?
The same one day.
Because they're going to say,
too much math.
If you were M, I thought I was supposed to come today, but it was really yesterday, and then there's drama.
Yeah.
That's why. Because people don't know how to follow direction.
Yeah. Rick St. Nicholas says people are going to get lost and not know where to go.
Mm-hmm. Leave it alone.
I mean, look at this simple mask thing. I mean, my goodness. It's very simple. Like, you put on the mask or you don't put on the mask. And that's a whole, cray. David Kavaja says, why create satellite voting centers yet we all go shopping, attend mass services, etc.? Why did they even think about this voting centers thing? I don't understand. We have all these schools, right, where we go vote, or where does Agania vote?
Agania Heights Elementary.
Oh, they don't vote at the Guam Congress building or something?
Mm-hmm. It's all at schools, Troy.
Oh, they consolidated Agania and Agania Heights?
I think so.
So the 2 voters of Agania have to vote in Agania Heights.
So Derido split up to Maria Ujoa, Ukuru High School, different areas.
So what's with this? So these voting centers that will be open for 30 days or something?
Before the actual
the actual election. So for 30 days there will be these voting centers, and they will be they would have to be uninhabited buildings, basically, right?
And we need to get security. We need
Sounds like an opportunity for Amanda Shelton and her family to make money. That's what it sounds like to me, because they have quite a bit of real estate and interests and stuff like that. Sounds like another special interest thing to me. Dave Duenas, Democrat candidate for senator, says, my apologies. Meant an amendment by Senator Shelton was withdrawn. Yes, it was withdrawn. Amy, the topic is senators are stupid for 5,000. Let's see. Hi, Fita.
What is true?
What is true? Senators are stupid for 5,000.
What is true, Alex?
Hold on, I'm getting a response to my question. Did he go to a... Jacob, something went wrong with that link. I opened it and it says, sorry, something went wrong. So, the emergency that has been what to do about the primary election.
Yeah.
The one from last week, that was postponed.
To today.
The emergency was postponed to today.
Yeah.
How does it, like, when there's a typhoon that's coming, can you be like, Typhoon Karen, can you just postpone your arrival for 1 week? Because we, the Guam Legislature, the August
do not have
body
it together,
has said so. It shall be postponed. But I'm actually, the day before you come, Karen, we're going to have a public hearing. Because we need to entertain ourselves with your emergency that you are bringing. And when you do come, on that day, we're going to ask you to recess. Until not 8 a.m. the next day, but 2 p.m. so that we can go to all the matais. Oh, I thought my mic was this one.
No, your mic is...
You can use that one.
Oh, either one?
Either or.
So we can go to the matais in the morning.
And we can add an amendment to the amendment. We want to add a tail to that I.
And Typhoon Karen, the destruction that you will bring on the day appointed that, we decide is going to be nothing compared to the utter confusion and destruction that our deliberations in the Guam Legislature will bring to all the people of Guam. So
you want to see the last couple minutes?
The last couple minutes of the legislature? Yeah, let's see the last couple minutes.
Okay, stand by. Let me full screen this bad boy. Oh, and put the microphone back.
Yes, the microphone.
Here we go.
Alert?
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Did it open for you? No, right? It looks like they're just in a recess in the last 2 minutes.
That was the arguing. Because Therese Terlaki interrupted.
Who was arguing? I think it went too far forward.
Cancel to that one.
Okay, I got confirmation that the information I was looking for regarding the whereabouts of the 3 senators, at least part of it, may not be correct. So I won't say what it was. But as for Senator Pito Terlahi, apparently he was there at the session until the last 15 minutes of it. And I don't know about the whereabouts of Senator Regine Biscoli or Vice Speaker Tulina Nelson. Mary Singeo Danina says they took a left. Dennis May says they have the addresses, just mail the darn ballots. Yeah, right? Don't they do mail-in ballots in the States? And it works, right? And it's paper ballots, and they say it's pretty secure because it is paper ballots, and it's like you're not dealing with machine error or something like that. I don't know. I'm not really sure why the legislature is even tinkering with all this stuff right before. It's just too close to the election to even be tinkering with this stuff. If they were going to get something done about the primary election and these absentee ballot stuff, they shouldn't be adding in all these new bells and whistles to the election process. Just overall, though, my and it's not even about the merits of these bills. I just think, by and large, our legislature is dumb. Yeah, no, I
I
just,
thought you were gonna tell me something serious.
no, I'm very serious. No, really. Whatever happened to having a discussion about rolling back the business privilege tax, right? Like, they were supposed to do that in January of 2019.
Where is these committees that are they're supposed to the committees that they're supposed to be talking for the arbitration? Where
The medical malpractice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What other issues are outstanding? What about oversight of the governor and holding her accountable?
And about those hotels? What about the director that pushed his worker at where's the oversight for that?
Yeah.
And these are the things they're talking about, and they want to talk about amendments that don't even matter because they just pull the amendment. It's almost like it's a circus. It's a circus.
Well,
It's a circus.
well,
Well.
Amanda Shelton was in Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. You know when the elephant does the thing, the karate thing? That's Senator Amanda Shelton. Huh?
The crane.
The crane, yeah. She's like, oh, sorry.
This is crazy, guys. But this is
Not this, the legislature. This is waste our time and all this stupid. We should be very concerned. Honestly, we should be very concerned that our ability to just freely discuss how stupid the legislature is, it is a result of how dumb the legislature is. That's what we should be concerned about. Thank goodness they only have, 5 months left of existence, and then hopefully voters have a new legislature. There's nothing else to say about this that will be productive, right?
no, none.
You guys have a good night. We love you.
Oh, you still want to push that,
Which one?
Deliberation day?
No, we'll do that. We can do it tomorrow.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.